here.
Hello, Prof. Hello. Prof, are you coming?
Yes, I'm coming.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, bye.
See you. Abu!
Yeah, Prof.
How are you?
Good.
Okay, before we get started, I want to explain something. So, an embryo is the earliest stage of life. It forms when an egg is fertilized by the sperm. So, embryo transfer is help us to multiply the superior genetics. Like your cow, the name orchid, to help to improve our herd.
Wait, does that mean I get to raise orchids, baby?
I think that you know about this. Traditionally, one cow can actually produce only one calf a year.
Yeah.
You know, right?
Yeah.
So by having the embryo transfer, it can actually help us to produce the multiple calves from a single cow in a short time. It improves the herd genetics quickly.
More babies, better genetic. I like.
To prepare the two cows for the embryo transfer, we must synchronize their reproductive cycles using hormonal treatments. Both cows will receive progesterone-based treatments such as CIDR or progestin injections to regulate their estrous cycles, and the donor cow is given follicle-stimulating hormone to induce multiple ovulations.
Time to get in sync, Wah. You got it, superstar!
Basically, in the donor cow, when progesterone is administered, it will prevent premature ovulation and synchronize follicular waves. After progesterone withdrawal, gonadotropin release stimulates follicular development. Meanwhile, in the recipient cow, progesterone treatment will mimic the luteal phase, ensuring the uterus is at the right stage to receive an embryo. When progesterone is removed, the cow cycle aligns with the donor's, allowing the uterus to be receptive at the time of embryo transfer. So, orchid as the donor cow will receive hormones for superovulation, which is the FSH hormones, to produce multiple eggs. After superovulation, orchid comes into heat, and artificial insemination is conducted by depositing semen into her uterine body through a sterile AI catheter.
Doctor, can I try?
Oh yeah, of course, here. You can actually put...
No! Leave the signs to the pros, Abu. You're so annoying.
I wonder why we chose her instead of her.
You wonder about that. To be a donor cow, you need to fulfill few requirements, which is first, she needs to have a complete pedigree, at least 2 generations and above. Next, she do not have any reproductive disorder, and next, she also need to have a record of a normal reproduction, and she have a good reproductive history, which is have regular children and never have difficulty giving birth. Next, she also needs to have an appropriate body condition score, which is from 3 to 3.5, which is equal to the scale of 1 to 5. And next, she needs to have a livestock free from disease, and she needs to be not too old, which is less than 10 years. So these are the few requirements needed for the donor cow, and for the recipient cow, it also needs to fulfill few requirements, which is most likely to be able to maintain the healthy condition throughout the pregnancy journey. So that's all for the requirements for them.
The fertilized eggs develop into the early stage embryos inside the cow's uterus for over 6 to 8 days. During this time, the embryos grows to the morula or blastocyst stage, suitable for flushing and transfer. The flushing fluid, which is the top container, is a special flushing solution, such as the Dulbicos PBS, is stored in a container. This fluid helps to wash the uterus and retrieve the embryos. The gravity is used to ensure the smooth flow into the uterus. Fluid in is for the Foley catheter introduction. A Foley catheter is inserted through the vagina and cervix into the uterus. The bulb of the catheter is inflated to seal the cervical opening. It is to prevent the fluid leakage. Proceed with the flushing process. The flushing fluids enter the uterus and circulate to wash out the developing embryos, and the fluid carries the embryos out of the uterus. Fluid out is for the collection and filtration. The embryo containing fluid exits the uterus and is directed into the collection container with filter. This filter captures the embryo while excess fluid is drained into another container. The collected embryos are evaluated under a microscope for the quality and viability.
Now, the recipient cow is ready to receive the embryo from the donor cow. Now, the embryo transfer is complete.
Does this mean I'm a surrogate now?
Yes, you're carrying the next generation of fabulousness. Weehaw! It's a beautiful morning on the farm. Ketwa and Orchid are enjoying a peaceful start to their day, basking in the warm sunlight and listening to the gentle chirping of birds. This is the best way to start the day, don't you think, Ketwa? Absolutely, Orchid. The fresh air and sunshine make everything feel just right. Over time, we can see the changes in Ketwa. As the embryo developed inside her, she began to show signs of pregnancy. Her belly grew and she became more protective of her space.
Now, the recipient cow is needed to be monitored her pregnancy using the ultrasound. Let's go.
Now that Ketwa has successfully received the embryo, it's time to monitor her pregnancy. Professor Clone will use an ultrasound machine to check on the developing calf. This will allow us to confirm that the embryo has implanted properly and is growing healthily inside Ketwa's uterus. As the months go by, Ketwa will receive proper nutrition, regular checkups, and a lot of care to ensure a smooth pregnancy. After months of careful monitoring and care, today is the big day. Ketwa is about to give birth to a healthy calf.
Hey, another star is born. I'm just glad I could help.
Ketwa, Orchid, and the new calf resemble Orchid sit together in the pasture with the sun shining down on them.
Today, I observe, I relate, I share.
Nampak lagi tu sekali, Tik.
Sana